Well, hi there, and welcome to Healthy Lifestyle with Eraldo, a show dedicated to helping you live a longer and healthier life, while giving you the inside scoop on all of the latest fitness, health, and lifestyle trends. And of course, most importantly, having fun while doing it. So let's get right to it. Depression and stress is something everyone can relate to, especially with the hectic lives we are all living. That's why it's so important to take time for yourself and to take a few minutes to do something that is going to help with the stress you may be feeling, even and perhaps help get you out of a depression rut. Here with me now is personal fitness trainer, Carmela Quaglia. Hi, Carmela, how are you?
I'm fine, Eraldo. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So let's start right off. Tell me a little bit about your background in training.
Well, my background is in personal training, and I also have a clinical degree from NYU in social work. Okay. And with that, I do a lot of counseling with clients who have depression and anxiety, and part of my treatment is to offer exercise techniques.
Excellent. And how can exercise help with anxiety and depression?
Well, first, to understand a little bit about depression and how that happens is that we have neurotransmitters in our bodies, in our brains, that decline. And in order to elevate that and find, what, lack of a better word, a balance,
right.
When we exercise, our body releases endorphins, and those endorphins help elevate our moods.
Okay.
So that's why exercise can add a lot to people who have depression and anxiety. It can make them feel balanced and better and happy, and you know, they have potential again in their lives to feel like they could live and, and accomplish the things that they want to.
Excellent. So how often should you be exercising then?
Well, that's a good question. It really depends on your need, on your goals, on your disorder.
Okay.
Because that's pretty tough, and it's individualistic, as you know. You know, when you're training people, everybody has their own goals.
Correct.
So I would suggest at least 3 times a week for 15, 20 minutes to start with. And that can be, I mean, that might not seem like a lot of time, but it actually is, because it's starting, and you need a starting point, and from there you can build up. You don't have to go to the gym for 3 hours, you know, a day, and do cardio and then lift and train and do cardio again. I mean, you know, it all depends on what your goals are. I mean, if you're going to be a marathon runner, of course, you want to do a lot more cardio than 15 minutes, you know, for 3 times a week, but little bit at a time, baby steps.
So are structured exercise the only option then?
Absolutely not. Okay. I think when you're feeling depressed, the one thing that is going to help you get out of it, exercise. Right. It may be so simple, you know. I mean, our parents and, you know, the experts tell us, you know, sleep, exercise, eat well. It's not rocket science. It's real. So then why isn't everybody healthy, and why isn't everybody exercising, you know, on a daily basis? Well, I think, you know, there's a lot of factors. As we get older, you know, our lifestyle starts to change, and that's basically what it is. It has to become part of your lifestyle.
That's right.
So if you are one of those people who are like type A personality, you know, you are going to go to the gym every day, and you are going to have a routine, and it's going to be embedded in your daily life.
Correct.
But if you have depression, I mean, you don't even want to get out of bed.
That's right.
So how are you going to get to the gym and do cardio or go outside? So, and that's really difficult. So I suggest doing different alternative activities, such as go outside and plant some flowers.
Excellent,
or walk your dog around the block.
That's
or, you know, grab your child. Or, you know, just something, just move, because our bodies are not built to stay stationary.
That's right.
They are designed to move.
That's
so, you know, if you're not one of those gym people, and that's okay, just do something healthy that's going to make you happy.
Right. So does this replace any therapies or medications that you know of? Or?
Again, it depends on the severity of the depression or anxiety.
Okay.
I think in addition to, I mean, some people need medication, let's face it, and you know, exercise is certainly not going to replace that, but it can add to it, because, you know, in addition to exercise gives us so many benefits, like socialization. It gets us out there with people. We smell the fresh air.
That's correct.
We're outside. There's sunshine. So those elements help, induce a sense of well-being.
Okay. Okay. Are there any exercises that you would recommend to do?
Well, again, I mean, I love, I'm probably one of the last people still teaching step aerobics.
Right.
I've been teaching the same class for 20 years for the same group of people come every Saturday, and we have a blast. I mean, it's total body. I do toning, circuit training. I work the abs. I do breathing. I do some stretching. So I incorporate so many different movements in my Saturday morning classes. Yeah.
And how difficult is it to change old habits?
Wow, that's like $1 million question. It truly is. Right. Because, change, it's only a 6-letter word. It is so potent.
That's right.
It's not easy to change. I mean, let's face it. And that's why I recommend baby steps, a little bit at a time. Start walking, start, just get up, even fold laundry, do something.
That's right, do something.
Just don't lay down.
Right.
And I think change it is difficult, I'm not going to lie, but I think it can happen. I really do.
So basically we have about 30 seconds or so left. Where can people get more information about this real quickly? Like on a Facebook?
There are so many resources online, and I can be located and reached at Twitter. Melquag, MELQUAG.
Excellent.
So, I'll be happy to, answer people's questions and help them out.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and lots of luck, okay?
Thank you.
Good. All right, and still to come on Healthy Lifestyle with Eraldo. Are you single and dating? We'll stop for just 1 minute, because after the break, we're going to tell you why it's so important to learn to date yourself, and we'll explain. Stay tuned.